Welcome to the woods. It's damp. It's been raining all morning, but it's autumn, so to be expected. And I was going to start this video by apologising for my absence, but I'm not going to apologise. I've taken a little bit of time. I've still been around, I've still popped in a few chats, but I've taken a little bit of time. I had a birthday, my grandson had a birthday, my mother-in-law had a birthday, I've got another grandson's birthday coming up, and I took some time to spend it with family, and I haven't done a video, and it's kind of what I want to talk about today. I put up a post on my Telegram channel talking about reality and realities, plural, that many of us can find ourselves living in. And I know that sounds odd to talk about reality or realities in the plural sense, but it's true. We have our lives, our work, our family, everyday occurrences, and we have an online existence. And if you're anything like me, one of these realities informs the other. So these realities can bleed into each other. And I'm sure there'll be many comments saying, well, the online is not a reality. And I beg to differ. I've met people online who I've never met in person, and yet I've managed to build a relationship, friendships. I've gained probably more knowledge online than I have done in the real world. And it's easy to see how people can retreat from their everyday existence into an online world that offers a great deal: stimulation, conversation, friendships, and you can find yourself being sustained by what that online world offers you. And you take the information that you gain from videos like this and all of the other ones that you watch, and it informs your opinion in the real world. And on that post I put up, I said that creates a third reality, which is a blending of the two. And that can be a difficult place to inhabit. Knowing the things you know, and yet watching people drive their cars, do their jobs, go about their small lives, as we all do, unknowing, uncaring, because they don't know. And there are those that don't wish to know. They don't want to know what's really going on. They don't want to know the bigger picture. They just want to exist in the real world, in, the word evades me, They don't want to know. And I suppose that's okay as well. But it can be difficult. It can be difficult for someone like myself to understand these people. And I see that frustration being expressed online time and time again. The term normie has become slander. The fact that normal people are now seen as deficient. And I'm not sure that's right. I put in that post that sometimes you need to be able to put down the knowledge you have, to put it away, to be able to go into Costa and drink a coffee with friends without pointing out that Costa is a global organisation, that people like that, organisations like that, are destroying the smaller outlets on the high street. And that in change takes away from part of our culture. Certainly if you're British, we were known as a nation of shopkeepers, small independent businesses. And there's none of us that don't recognise that that has changed, that that part of our culture is no more. But your friends sat in Costa don't want to know that. They want to talk about sports ball and the latest Netflix release and the new Primark that's just opened in the town next door. And you need to be able to have those conversations. And it doesn't mean you have to inform them or instruct them. And it doesn't mean you have to remain mute and not say anything. The balance is difficult to find sometimes. And I know in the last 3 years, lots of people have lost friends, made enemies, become infuriated, become despondent, and become depressed. And I watched a stream, Online Reality, the other night, and the lads talking on there were outlining a lot of the problems that we're facing, and they're varied and many. And they ended on the fact that you need to find something in the real world that you enjoy, that you can do. Something that enables you to not be online and not be confronted by things that frustrate you. And it's really important. But it's also important to not go too far the other way. It is about balance. It's easy to shut down the laptop, turn off the phone, to go back to that real world, to turn on Netflix, and before you know it, soap operas every night. Takeaways because they're easier. We've been there. Most of us were there at some point and have chosen not to be, but we need to find that middle road. You need to be able to become informed, and it's likely that that's going to be online. And you need a real life in the real world that we understand is imperfect. You need to identify people that are offering solutions and people who are positive. There is no point filling your life with negativity, endless problems, and yet never any solutions. And there are groups out there, and we all know them, that are doing their best to offer solutions. Get involved, support them. Take the knowledge from your online reality and transfer it to the real world. It's difficult to find that middle road, but it's important to try. Over the 2 weeks I've spent with family and friends, I've had a really nice time. It's been enjoyable. It's opened my eyes again to even more issues. But I don't need to constantly berate the people that are unaware. I've learned to bite my tongue, to interact with those that are inquisitive, and merely engage in light conversation or banter with those that would rather not know. I no longer feel frustrated. I no longer see the normie as a lesser person, different. And they're happy in their own world, in their own existence. They're happy not knowing. And it's not my place to destroy that. I can pass on things I know, knowledge, to the people that wish to hear it. But I don't have to force it on people. Nor do I need to get angry at people. It's not a bad world. And people, on the whole, are nice. Spend some time with friends and family in the real world. Support those groups and individuals who are offering solutions with knowledge taken from the online reality and putting it into the real world. Don't be despondent. I've also noticed that people want things to happen really quickly, and that's rarely the case. Change takes time. Our society hasn't suddenly become insane. It's been a long, gradual erosion. Planned, and executed over many, many years. And our fight back, our climb to heights we've never before even ascended to, is not going to happen by next Wednesday. It's going to take generations. And it's going to take more people. And we get more people by being friendly and not berating them. Just being nice. Being there to answer questions if asked. Giving them enough information that they can find out themselves. It's going to be a long road. But any journey starts with that first step. And be that in the online reality or the real world reality, taking the first step is what's important. After that, it's just a matter of keeping on going. Eventually, we get to where we want to be. Anyway, you lot, I'll leave this one here. I'll be doing another video later today, and that's going to be posted on the Woodlander Initiative website in the news section. So if you remember, keep an eye out for it. Do me a favour, if you manage to get to the end of this one without drifting off into sleep, hit like, leave a comment. My videos are never promoted. My subs figures drop daily. So do what you can to help us out. Help the channel. And I'll be back soon. Look after yourself.